Hi guys, my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. So I'm so excited to finally announce that I have seen Neon Demon. I'm gonna say right now, I have an accent if you haven't noticed, and I actually say Neon Demon instead of demon sometimes, so please excuse me for that. I was very impressed with this movie. I know a lot of you guys kept suggesting that I watch it, and I was just waiting for the release because we didn't get a theater release here. But I want to say I was very surprised by the way the story was handled, and it wasn't anything like I was expecting. And if you haven't seen the movie, it stars Ellie Fanning, and it is about a girl who goes to LA, I believe, and she has something special about her. She wants to be a model, and she has this certain spark that although she's surrounded by beautiful people, they don't have that one element that she has, and everyone sees something special in her. But sometimes being special or being different can be dangerous, and not only to your own psyche, but to other people's. This movie, I'd like to say, is all about symbolism, and it was tackled in a different way than I thought it would be. I thought it was gonna be more Suspiria-like, where you go into a school and, I don't know, people are jealous and then people start dying. But that's not what this film is about at all. It's all about reading between the lines, and it's shot and directed in such a beautiful way that you really get sucked in to the moment and to the characters. And in saying that, because it is a symbolic film, I thought it was very clever that it was a film pretty much about Hollywood, or like, you know, the scene in America, but it wasn't done in Hollywood style, which I thought was very clever and something really unique about this type of film, because it does star Keanu Reeves and Ellie Fanning, and then also Jenna Malone, who I love, and some other really beautiful people as well. So to see such beautiful, prominent people in a non-Hollywood type film about the whole stardom and getting caught up in the scene, I thought it was really clever that it didn't actually play into that Hollywood type feel, which was kind of strange, but definitely a pleasant surprise. The thing I really liked about this film is it definitely played on the idea of a shallow storyline and really in-depth read between the line type symbolism, and every scene kind of meant something, but overall it was kind of like a journey that sucked you in. The main character, I believe her name was Jess, that Ellie Fanning plays, her character is so mysterious and very soft and quiet and slow moving, and I feel like her development is very slow moving. I feel like that's definitely a symbolism for the whole film, because it was very slow moving and kind of mysterious and sucked you in. You're very curious about the characters, and they didn't give you much to play off until it gets to the end. And if you're waiting for it to turn into a horror movie, it does. Don't worry, it does. I could be wrong here, but I think a whole lot of females probably really like this movie just because it is about being materialistic and people wanting to look a certain way and never being happy with themselves. But it does it in such a subtle and also really blunt way that I really liked it. I say blunt because the end, but it's getting all these subtleties kind of lead up to that. Obviously, the other thing I need to talk about is the visual aspects of this. This is meant to be an art piece. It is a very artistic movie. It's definitely like an art house type film. It is beautiful. Every shot is kind of put together in a way that it's just like you could hang on a wall. It's beautiful. And with that symbolism, it definitely drives it, where even though you might be watching a scene that seems like all colors and lights and shapes and nothing is actually happening, I definitely think it means a lot. I'm gonna give you an example, because I guess if you haven't seen this film, I'm probably making no sense. But there is a scene where she kind of goes to this art show and all these lights and stuff are happening everywhere, and she's kind of drawn into it. And it's kind of symbolism for like the moth and the flame, like being attracted to all of this light. And that is really what the movie is about. It's about the light and dark side of not life, but of stardom. And I thought it was fantastic, and the lengths that people will get to and the lengths of desperation people get to when people just want to consume what you have. And I think it was done in a very delicate way, and I haven't seen anything like this before, and I was very happy to watch something very different come out of Hollywood. I enjoyed the whole feel of it, I enjoyed the look of it, and I enjoyed all of the meanings and the undertones. There was some really good parts and really interesting parts, and I urge you guys to watch it if you haven't. I hope I wasn't babbling too much, but this film made me feel a lot of different things and made me feel quite messy, but I really liked that messy feeling with this film. It was very complicated and a complex issue that they tackled in such a shallow way, and I think that that's definitely what people think about the beauty industry and definitely models, so I think it was done very well. I'm gonna give this one a personal score of 8, a scare score of 2, it wasn't very scary at all, but wait till the end, and originality score, I'm gonna give it a 9. I really recommend this movie, guys. It's beautiful, and I want you guys to watch it and let me know what you got out of it and what you thought about the symbolism and reading between the lines in this film. Sometimes it's good to have a little bit of a think instead of watching like a slasher or, you know, like a splatter flick. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Stay spooky. Bye.